On the right. Oh, hold on a sec. As you know, we're always driving, always off to somewhere, but I'm struggling to showcase that tonight because the camera suction bit just keeps coming unstuck. Let's see how far we can go before we lose the camera again. On the road, yeah, back again. Right, what am I meant to be saying? Oh, yeah. Get it in your diary. Make sure you subscribe. Do what you need to do because videos on this channel, you might have noticed it, they're coming out thick and fast now. I should say this. I'm attempting to come out with a video every Wednesday and Sunday for the foreseeable future, so make sure you're locked in. Let's see how long we can keep this up. In the previous one, we went to Knaresborough Town, didn't we? You can see my thoughts on that tidy little gaff on the channel. It's also in the On The Road playlist as well. But as we venture out for another evening, I'm looking forward to this one because we're off to name Bury FC, who were founded in 1885. That's proper old. At the time recording this one, they currently find themselves in the 8th tier of the English football ladder, the Northern Premier League West to be exact, where they sit third and have a chance of going top by beating their opponents tonight, Wythenshawe Town, a team we've already seen this season. And I'm pleased to say that they play their football out of Gigg Lane, which has a total capacity of 12,500. Now, I say I'm pleased to say, this might not have been possible due to all the issues over the past 5 or 6 years that Bury have gone through. Of course, widely reported, but expelled by the EFL from League 2 due to financials, this club were effectively done. And whilst protesting against that, Bury AFC were formed right at the bottom of the ladder. They weren't your normal Phoenix club. They longed to become the club that they once were. So much so they've managed to buy the rights, the trademarks, the history, the assets, everything. And as of August 2023, Bury FC were back and they were playing football and competing. Now, of course, I made that sound pretty simple. It wasn't. It was a very long, drawn-out process, a very sad one for Bury fans as well. So be sure to check out some of the fantastic documentaries that are online that really hit home with what this town and this club went through. To give you guys an idea of how big they are compared to where they sit in the ladder, here's the top 10 average league attendances for non-league this season. Mainly crowded out with Step 1 National League and Step 2 National League North and South, but Bury is sandwiched in there at 7th. All the way down in Step 4. Massive. Right, so this one's been a pretty simple journey for us as I'm stopped at the lights here. According to that sign there, we are in Bury. Well, there you have it. We got this far. You're just going to have to stay down there until we get to the ground. What should we do? Let's give a big shout out to the members of the channel, by the way. We made it. Yeah, members, we must have some Ballon d'Or winners down in the comments below. Be sure to drop your badges. If you want to become a member and support the channel for as little as 99p, jump on for a little bit more. You'll get the videos early. Again, our members in the comments below will let you know that they were here earlier than you. It's not a flex, but it kind of is. As I say, we do have a schedule here, Wednesday and Sunday. If you want to rip that up and get things a little bit earlier, jump on board and support the channel. So I've seen a few comments on previous videos that have said that I park quite far from the ground when I drive in. It's simple, really. I get to take in the surroundings, which of course is really pleasant right now. But also I'm thinking long term. I don't get stuck in the car park for ages on the way out. Listen, I don't mind the walk. I'm on the road enough. On the foot is fine with me. When you are walking through though, you are looking for floodlights, aren't you? Back in the day, they followed the North Star. In the 21st century, they follow the floodlights. And so it's through these gates into the car park that I won't be stuck in after. And a quick glance at one of the world's oldest professional stadiums. To think this sat dormant once and may have been demolished had it got into the wrong hands. And there'd be no Bury FC kit van, that's for sure. So just picked up my award-winning programme, set me back £3, and now I'm heading into the South Stand. And that's going to set me back £12. Lovely clickage, followed by a boo-boo. So welcome to Gigg Lane, home of Bury since 1885, as I said, proper old. And I can't say for certain, I might be wrong, but I'm confident that there's no other gaffs like this at this level. Not with this much history. And so, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you a venue for the 8th tier of the English football ladder. Crazy. Anyway, needs must. I'm hungry. Let's check out these prices. I'm thinking cheeseburger, cheesy chips, but there's no Dr. Pepper, is there? Cherry Pepsi, though, is always a worthy replacement. That lot, £13. And with the magic of editing, here's my view for this evening. Not that one. This one. It's definitely a gaff. Confirmed. Introducing a boiga. Really appreciate the addition of onions. Seeded bun as well. I don't hate it. Then we've got cheesy chips, or as some people call it, chips with cheese on it. And of course, I will let you know how this all went down at the end of the video. And so in front of me are the Bury lot having a warm-up. And to my left, this crowd slowly increases by the minute. Opposition for tonight, we've mentioned, is Wythenshawe Town, who actually beat Bury in their first season back in the playoff final to gain promotion to this league. Bury, of course, then winning the league outright last season with 109 points. And the two meet again tonight, but we've already met this season in the cup. So it turns out that build-up wasn't as exciting as I'd hoped. Quick applause before they go in. And then seat choices. You sit anywhere. So if there's 3 of you, definitely sit behind the 3 people standing up. You know what? I thought it was a strange choice, but they might be sentimental seats. Who knows? Who am I to judge? But right now, it looks like an odd choice. Talking of restricted views, it's lad, then it's lads, and it's lads.
Shout in our kid.
What, another one? Nah, I'm not doing this again. Looks like players are on their way out, flags out too, and fans continue to make their way in right on top of kickoff. Should we do that kickoff? I think we should. And this is what people do when they're listening to music. I'm just here for the acoustics. It's at this point we see a digital scoreboard, always a win. They did have one at Wythenshawe, didn't they? As you can see, a real non-league setup, but this, far beyond. I really do hope the players out there know how lucky they are. Now, it wasn't long before the ball broke through the Wythenshawe defence, and this man, he goes by the name of Pedro. flag out. And the steward's out. Not at this level, you don't see much of it, but when there's a crowd, needs must. The drummer, by the way, has not stopped. Actually, listening back, the tambourine man hasn't stopped either. Meanwhile, back on the field, we've got to talk about a rifle. Maybe let's not talk about it. Let's just watch it. I'll tell you what, watching that from behind is so satisfying to watch. I'm going to keep saying it, but 8th tier of the English football ladder, don't you know? Fireworks on the field and fireworks off of it, by the looks of it. More chances for Bury. This could get out of hand if Withenshaw ain't careful. And it's been a while since we've seen anyone from the human ruler family. But on this near side, he's definitely in there because he's as straight as a, well, ruler. Bury continue to have chances. And I do think they can force another because a photo of the football has been taken, which normally means... Yep, normally means we miss something. Multitasking, of course, not my strong point. The mad thing is I didn't actually post a photo of the football. Far too much going on in this game, but when I did eventually post it, you know what happens, right? That's 4-0. Could we possibly see 10 tonight? Now, I'm already picking my man of the match purely based on being number 2. Who is he? No numbers on this programme. Not at this level. But research tells me this is Bebeto Gomez. And I think he's their lad from Portugal, and he's better than Figo, don't you know? As it stands, Withenshaw can't shoot, and you never need to ask this guy where he's off to. He's fully Bury. What's going on here, lads? Beers? It's not quite half-time yet. Still time for chances. Still time for the keeper to say, do you know what? I've had enough for today. Hey, ref, do me a favour and just send me off, please. Turns out it was just a slice of cheese, and that is half-time. And so off they go to get their chips with cheese on. They also do chili. They also do chips with cheese and chili on. Imagine that. Meanwhile, I'm diving into the programme. Exactly 100 years ago, they got themselves a Champions League spot. And at the turn of the century, they won the FA Cup twice. That's massive. That's more than Crystal Palace. Palace catching strays. But it's also more than local rivals Oldham and Rochdale put together. And so after completing the programme, players make their way back out. The linos down there checking if there's any holes in the net. Mate, there's plenty. And someone's just farted. The white and blue armies start to fill back up. And we're going to kick off for the second half. Down in front, it's £1 for the ground. I believe this is their 50-50 draw. They need to invest in a massive digital board. My eyes at the back, can he see the results right now? Should we have 5? Alright, let's try again. Should we have 5? I really do think we should have 5. Digital scoreboard on point over there. Honestly, we really could get 10. But not with shooting like this. Should have buried that. See what I did there? Although Withenshaw haven't given up. And I must say, the roof on this place is immaculate. No cobwebs whatsoever. I'm impressed. I did have a look at your comments, including this one from Jake. Buried it. I like it. I've already done it though. Did you hear it? We need a bigger sign. I'll make you right, John. Now, you'll notice over the far side, that's the Neville stand, named in memory of Gary and Phil's dad, former director here at Bury. And like JJ Okocha, so good they named him twice. Although Neville played cricket. I can confirm Justice for Stewards at Gigg Lane is a thing. He's getting an eyeful. We'd love to have seen this rip the net. He should have buried it. Can I do it twice? To my right, this man's jacket reminds me of this current international break. I couldn't give a damn right now. Is anyone actually enjoying this? Thoughts in the comments. I'll tell you what I am enjoying. A Withenshaw comeback. It's 5-1. The away side just woke up, and Arsene Wenger down there has just had an idea to bring handicapped scorelines into football. It's actually 1-1. In fact, no, it's not. It's 2-1. Withenshaw Town 2 in a minute. It's actually not, though. It's 5-2. But imagine doing the bins with the game still going. The commitment to keep Gigg Lane beautiful is something else. Well done, down there. Over there, Terry in front is pretending not to care that Withenshaw are going to go and win this 6-5. Shut up, Smiv. No, really, momentum in football does exist, at least in this game. But really, they have left it late. Just imagine these chances actually going in, though. Imagine. The drop-off from Bury right now is unreal. Nigel could fix this, I'm sure of it. Meanwhile, lads, I've had enough. And go on, put your hand up if you think you're going to win this game. I'll give over, mate. You wanted out of here 40 minutes in. Now, it might be 5-2, but Nigel's tactics to keep it in the corner are smart. And there's plenty of punters leave not to get their chips with cheese and or chili on. The real faithful stick by. I mean, what you got to get back for on a Tuesday night? You can recall Waterloo Road these days, I'm sure of it. Oh, geez, I need to get back for Big Brother on ITV. Well, no comeback from Wythenshawe sees his one end 5-2. Should we rate this experience? I think we should. Let's. And so we're going to start things off with atmosphere. I mean, I can't really look beyond 5 stars for the level it's at. It's all relative, isn't it? I can't think of another place so far down the ladder that would generate this much interest and this much noise. You may get that random side low down the ladder that has an FA Cup run and somehow managed to get into the FA Cup first round proper. It galvanises the town and suddenly the BBC are along asking questions about what jobs the players do. This is Kyle. He's a plumber. But right now he's having to deal with a winger that's on 150,000 a week. I'm sorry, I'm going off on one. It's Berry on a random Tuesday night. It's 5 stars. Can't argue with it. Next up, we're talking facilities. Again, for this level, you are not going to find another place like this. This is Gigg Lane. This has got so much history and it's in the 8th tier of the English football ladder. But I'm absolutely certain it won't be for long. With support like this, we'll blink and they'll suddenly be in the National League pushing for League 2 where they once were. Gigg Lane, it can only be 5 stars. It's currently a perfect score. That's a rarity as we move on to food and drink. How was it? Well, the burger, I'm sorry to say, absolutely smack bang average, even with the addition of onions, which are very much needed, of course. I can't look any more than 2.5, but we did have the chips with the cheese on it, didn't we? It was cheesy chips. That alone was a 4, but the burger does drag it back down. We're going to go 3.5 on that, and that is a massive shame. Not for the cost, of course. That's 5 stars, 12 quid to get in, absolute bargain to get into Gigg Lane. And of course, witnessed 7 goals as well. But the massive shame is the food and drink that let them down, wasn't it? We've got to talk about this. Not only is it the best score of the season, it'll be hard to be beaten because we've never had anything more than an 18.5. Here's the all-time standings. Shamrock Rovers also an 18.5, but they're going to pip them based on the food. But they're the best in England. Well done, Berry. Just a simple can or bottle of Dr. Pepper away from being 19 stars, or a banging burger away from being absolute smack bang 20. For the most part, this club are doing it right. I'm genuinely so happy for these fans that have got their football club back. It might not be at the level they want, but enjoy the journey, trust me. If you enjoyed this one, please drop a like on the video. We're always after 5,000. We never really get there. Prove me wrong and let me know in the comments where we should be going next. I'll see you in a bit.